Wow, I really don't even know what to say about for last night's game. Padres beat the Tigers out last night 3-0. Tigers got shut out. Jack Flaherty was on the mound for the Tigers. He did okay. He did okay. Not the best pitching performance, but he did okay. Uh, Jack Flaherty went 6 innings pitched. Actually, he went four in the third and gave up. Let's see. Jack Flaherty went four in the third, 4 hits, 2 home runs, 2 strikeouts. Not the best pitching performance, but Brent Herter, uh, Corey Seabold, Will Vest won the mound. But if Jack Flaherty, he needs to step it up. He needs to step it up in a big way because, as you know, like going into the season, Jack Flaherty needs to keep his knuckle curve and his slider down in the strike zone. Just don't leave it like all over the place so that the hitters could take a look at it and just hit it for the ball. No, that's not what you want to do. That what you want to do is to keep the ball down in the zone, because all you're gonna do is just like lay it on the ground or get a strikeout. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, Randy Vasquez on the other hand for the Padres, he did good. He did good. 16th pitch, gave up 2 hits. The Tigers' offense really just couldn't even get it done. They got no run support to back up Flaherty. Um, they just been like MIA throughout this entire game last night, and I really don't even know why. I really don't even know why. When we go out to face the Diamondbacks out in Arizona starting on Monday night, we really need to step it up in a big way. So that's really what we got to do. But yeah, speaking of that, let's go over last night's game. So here we go. Randy Vasquez and 2 relievers combined for a 2-hitter, and Fernando Tatis Jr. hit an RBI single, and his stolen base led to another run as the San Diego Padres beat the Tigers 3-0 Saturday night to avoid a 3-game sweep. Randy Vasquez struck out 8 and allowed 2 hits, a single and a double by Colt Keith in 6 innings and 3 walks. I'll talk about Colt Keith in a little bit. Kyle Hart struck out 3 in 2 perfect innings, and Mason Miller, who took over as a closer after Robert Suarez signed as a free agent with the Atlanta Braves, walked one and struck out 2 in the ninth for the save in his season debut. The Padres got to Jack Flaherty in the 3rd and 5th innings, getting enough offense to avoid being swept in their opening series for the first time since 2018 against the Milwaukee Brewers. San Diego had 3 straight 2-out singles in the 3rd, but Tatis' base hit to right, bringing in Freddie Fermin. Tatis dropped from the leadoff spot after the first 2 games to number 2, stole second. Second baseman Gleyber Torres couldn't handle the throw from catcher Jake Rogers, and the ball skipped into center field for an error, allowing Jake Cronenworth to score. Flaherty walked 3 straight batters with 1 out in the 5th and made way for Brent Herter, who gave up Jackson Merrill's RBI speeder choice. Flaherty allowed 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, and the 4 and the 3rd innings pitched while walking 4 and striking out 2. Up next, the Tigers' Justin Verlander will be making his season debut Monday night in the opener of a 3-game series against the D-backs. Walker Buehler for the Padres makes his Padres debut at home Monday night in the opener of a 3-game set against the San Francisco Giants. Yeah, so we got Justin Verlander going to be making his season debut for the Tigers, coming back from the Tigers. All Tigers fans wanted to appreciate that. Give it that nostalgia that we want Justin Verlander back in Detroit. He's officially back. He'll be pitching Monday night against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's just see what we can go from here. Really stepping up in a big way. To start opening day on Friday afternoon against the St. Louis Cardinals. So really appreciate that. But as of right now, we got to keep focused. We got to shorten up the swing. We got to be patient at the plate. And I also want to mention Colt Keith. Colt Keith, he's been really patient at the plate so far this season. Really patient. Dating back to last season, he was just a rookie or something like that, But he really did what he needed to do. He really did what he needed to do, what he needed to accomplish, and just really, go about in a certain way. But Colt Keith has been really patient at the plate so far this season. This series, last night when he had 2 hits and had 3 at bats, just really be patient at the plate. But the 2 people on this lineup that I want to step up in a big way is Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter. Now, I know what you guys want to say. It's the first week of the season. just don't try to do too much. Just try to be patient at the plate. Try not to overstress yourself. Try not to overwhelm yourself. I get it. I get it. But this is like a certain time where this is like a long and winding road, a long winding season for everybody in the MLB. But yeah, really be patient. Try not to overstress. Try not to overwhelm. Just try to go about it in a certain way. The Tigers pitching, we have depth, but I'm worried about the offense until we get to the trade deadline. That's the only thing we're gonna worry about. But yeah, that's all I got for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please turn on that bell for all notifications so that you guys know whenever I upload a video onto my YouTube channel going every single Detroit Tigers game for the 2026 season. It's already on my playlist and I made on my channel, so make sure you guys go check it out. And I'll see you guys Tuesday morning when we go over the game against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'll see you guys then.